Hi! Today we're gonna talk about Fourth Wing. So, just for starters, this is not like a proper review. I just want to vent about this amazing book that I just read. And this is mainly focused on people that already read it. So, I am probably gonna say a lot of spoilers here, just fair warning. If you don't mind the spoilers, just keep watching. Okay, to sum it up, I brought the Amazon description of this book because there are so many details that I can't make a description of my own, so I'm just gonna read. 20-year-old Violet Sorrengail was supposed to enter the scribe quadrant, living in a quiet life among books and history. Now, the commanding general, also known as her toughest talon's mother, has ordered Violet to join the hundreds of candidates striving to become the elite of Navarre, dragon riders. But when you're smaller than everyone else and your body is brittle, death is only a heartbeat away. Because dragons don't bond to fragile humans, they incinerate them. With fewer dragons willing to bond than cadets, most would kill Violet to better their own chances of success. The rest would kill her just for being her mother's daughter. Like Xaden Riorson, the most powerful and ruthless wing leader in the Riders Quadrant. She'll need every edge her wits can give her just to see the next sunrise. Yet, with every day that passes, the war outside grows more deadly. The kingdom's protective wards are failing, and the death toll continues to rise. Even worse, Violet begins to suspect leadership is hiding a terrible secret. Alliances will be forged, lives will be lost, traitors will become allies, or even lovers, but sleep with one eye open, because once you enter, there are only two ways out: graduate or die. Tell me that wasn't extremely dramatic. But honestly, there's no better way to put it. So far this year, I read 47 books, and there has been amazing books so far and some that were kind of meh, but this one just takes the cake. I am serious. I did not think that it would be that good. So let's start with my thoughts. First, Violet. She gives me a little bit of Hermione Granger vibes, just because she's also kind of a nerd. At first, she doesn't believe that she can do all the things that she will do, and she's kind of badass. That balance reminds me of Hermione, because Hermione thought she couldn't do anything in the first movies / books, and in the end she saved the wizarding world. So yeah, she gives me a little bit of Hermione vibes, and I love her. The world building in this book didn't feel like world building, because usually the first book of a fantasy series, it's kind of boring because you kind of have to get used to the magic system and politics and characters, and this book did not feel draining at all. I felt like I already knew everything. We're just recapping, which is amazing. The writing was great, seriously great. I know this is kind of obvious because this is only the first book, but I feel like there's so much more. The first book already told us a million things, right? But I feel like there is this is just the tip of the iceberg. I know it's obvious because it's the first book, but it just feels like the author is holding out. So about Violet's friendship group, I love Ree and I love Riddick, and I love Sawyer. They are great friends. I always have fun when they would come up in the scenes, and they were just so great. I was kind of a pessimist because in the beginning of the book, her sister says don't trust anyone, and I was prepared to not trust anyone, but her group seems so genuine and seems kind of like a family to her that I love them. Okay, so Xaden. I kind of feel like I was ruined by fan art because I saw some fan arts of Xaden and Violet, but the first time that he appeared in the books, which was very early on, just before the parapet, I fell in love with him already, because I even remember Violet in her inner monologue saying that we are not attracted to toxic men, and I remember tabbing this one and just writing, yes we are. So I already knew that I was gonna love him, and he just gave me good vibes, even though he was trying, oh, I'm gonna kill you at some point. No you're not. I already knew. No, you're not. Okay, so right now, the biggest spoilers are coming, but yeah, just to warn. And I'm sorry, I do not have the best pronunciation of the Gallic words. It's It's awful, so I'm just gonna try to pronounce the way that I remember from the audiobook, but I am aware that it's not correct. I'm sorry. So Dain, I think it's the Gaelic pronunciation. He is probably my favorite character of like this whole book. He's just so snarky and sarcastic, and I love him so much. He's probably my favorite. And also and Darna, I don't remember the Gaelic pronunciation for her name, but she is such a precious like little dragon baby, and I love her so much, and I love that she always tags along in the battles and she tries to learn everything from Dain. It's so cute. I feel like it's almost like both dragons and Violet are almost like a family. I just love their dynamic. It's super cute. I also like, before I move on, I feel like I have some quotes from Dain because so good when she finally finds out what's her signet, like her true power. Like, I don't remember how to like channel it. I don't remember how to use it. And then if you read the book, you're gonna understand this quote. And Dain just says, "Should I get the wing leader?" It's so good. I love Dain so much. Xaden's dragon, Sorrengail, I'm sorry for the pronunciation again, but Sorrengail and Violet's dragon, Dain, they're mated, so this kind of like links Xaden and Violet. Come on. It was super kind of like cliche, but I also really, really love it because I kind of like this forced proximity kind of trope. Like, oh my god, our dragons can't be separated because they're mates and it's bigger than human love. You don't understand. Like, sure. Let's say that. I just love the forced proximity that happens after Dain chooses Violet, and it also helps them to fall a little bit in love. Which brings me to another point. I love Xaden's and Violet's development. It wasn't a slow burn. Like, I've read like slower burns, but it was like the perfect pace, I think. I'm just scared because this is the first book and they already love each other. The I love you part was a bit sudden for me. I was like, really? Already love? Okay. I was just surprised that she realized this quickly that she was in love with him, but I mean, same. And also with Xaden came her other friends, Liam, Garrick, Imogen. They were all great. I didn't like Imogen at first because she was trying to kill Violet, but I kind of love her now. And Liam is a sensitive subject for me because, oh my god. When I found out that, oh my god, I just realized I forgot about Dain. Oh my god, I forgot about Dain. Okay, so Dain, I hate him. I think everyone does, but he was giving me like strong Tamlin vibes. And if you don't know Tamlin is from Akatar, A Court of Thorns and Roses. And I was right, because I remember being completely like disgusted by their relationship. I remember them kissing after Violet got her dragons, and I was like, ew. I think my note for their kiss was just ew. I'm gonna put it right here. And Violet always tried to make excuses for Dain, which infuriated me to such a deep level. Like, I was like, I think there's a quote that I just tabbed it and wrote like, stop making excuses for him. Because I was like so over it. I hated him. Him not believing like Violet's potential and always trying to sneak her back to the scribe quadrant. Not back, but to the scribe quadrant was just like so... oh my god, I hated him so much. And then the like final battle from the first book happened because of him. After like pissing me off with saying like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm gonna do if I lose you, to go like, I'm gonna miss you. What the hell? What was that? I remember reading the I'm gonna miss you. I was like, no, that's not right. What's happening? But then I kind of forgot. And then I saw the battle and I was like, that little bitch. I hated him so much. And turns out it was kind of like a Tamlin situation, but I think worse. And I even saw like a TikTok saying that, what if the enemies to lovers is Dain and Violet? And I was like, I will riot. I don't care. But back to Xaden's friends, like kind of taking Violet in and kind of like becoming also her friends was so cute. And I loved Liam. I was kind of shocked because I saw like his dragon die and I didn't realize that he was gonna die too. And I just started crying because I remembered a dragon without its rider is a tragedy. A rider without its dragon is dead. And I was like, oh, no, it's actually dead. I thought the rider wouldn't just make it to the battle, you know? He would lose because he would be on the ground. But no, they actually died. And I was so like taken aback because I was like, wait, his dragon died, right? Not him. But yeah, I was sobbing, like legit sobbing. I remember texting my friend and I was like, no, this can't happen, no. And she was like, stop, I haven't read it. Yeah, stop. And then she read it and she came to that part and was like, no, I'm sobbing as well. And I was like, I know, it's so. And him say, it's been my honor. Everything was happening so fast and I was like, oh my god, what is happening? Also, like Violet almost draining herself of her power. I was scared. I know she wouldn't die because she's the main character, but then she like fainted because she used too much power, and Taran was like freaking out because of course he doesn't want her to die. And then of course they rescue her, then take her to Arisha. I think that's how you say it. I don't know, I'm sorry. She doesn't believe that she's in Arisha because like supposedly Arisha is destroyed. It doesn't exist anymore. So she was like, stop lying to me, Xaden. Of course she's mad at Xaden because he like he betrayed her, like her trust. So she's mad at him. For a second, like when she finally woke up after the 3 days, I was kind of scared that she would lose her memories. I was like, no, please don't give me like this trope. Like I hate the memory loss trope. We built like this whole relationship of friends and Xaden and all the things she learned. Memory loss would be so lame, honestly. And I was like, no, please don't do this to me. Tell me she didn't lose her memories. And thank god she didn't. She was still pissed at Xaden, which is like fair. And then I'm not gonna like really say it because like I feel like this is a key part of this book, which is the like last paragraph, the welcome to the revolution. I was like, what? When I read that, I got chills because really excited for like a dystopian fantasy. I don't think I've ever read that. And when I post this video, like Iron Flame will probably have come out already. So I can't wait. Oh my god, I'm so excited. And I wanted to make this video because this book got me out of a 2-month reading slump. I really want to talk about it. And I am so glad that I read like at the end of October and not when the hype was at its max, because my anxiety is going through the roof. As soon as it releases, I am reading it. Like, I don't care, I'm reading it. If it's like as good as Fourth Wing, I'll probably do a video on it. If you want to add me as friends on Goodreads, I'm gonna leave the link down below. But yeah, I think those are all of my thoughts. Thank you for listening to me vent about this book. If you haven't read this, please do. You will not regret it. Like, please do. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye!